came from nothing. Down in the dirt where the sun hit high. Yeah. But God had a plan they couldn't stop.
I made it out the struggle, yeah, I beat the odds. Pain in my soul, but I leaned on God.
From the bottom of the south to a millionaire's life.
Turn my wounds into wisdom,
Turn my pain into light.
Oh, I made it.
I made it. 5 kids deep in a 2-room spot. South Carolina sun burning on the block. Pops died young, only 11 years old. Had to grow up fast, world bitter and cold. Mama working 2 shifts, barely clearing the living. Paycheck stretching like a prayer to heaven. School clothes hand me down, holes in the soul. But the fire in my chest gave my purpose a role. Mental scars deep,
Yeah, the nights got rough.
whippings turn to bruises, yeah, the love got tough. But I seen a bigger vision in the pain I felt. Turn trauma into fuel, yeah.
Hold on. I need everybody gotta feel this song. So 60 million people died and counting. The final number's not in yet. 60 million people and counting died in 2025. You are less than 2 hours away from successfully surviving this year. I want to celebrate you. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit of business, give you guys some game, have some gems, blah, 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 blah. But before we get into any of that, I want to celebrate you guys tonight. Is that all right? So, what I believe is the most fitting song, we gotta play I Made It.
I came from nothing.
Fire emojis in the chat.
Down in the dirt where the sun hit high. Yeah. But God had a plan.
Let me know you're watching this room.
Plan they couldn't stop.
I made it out the struggle, yeah, I beat the odds. Pain in my soul, but I leaned on God.
From the bottom of the south to a millionaire's life.
Turn my wounds into wisdom,
Turn my pain into light.
Oh, I made it.
I made it. 5 kids deep in a 2-room spot. South Carolina sun burning on the block. Pops died young, only 11 years old. Had to grow up fast, world bitter and cold. Mama working 2 shifts, barely clearing the living. Paycheck stretching like a prayer to heaven. School clothes hand me down, holes in the soul. But the fire in my
60
chest gave my
million
purpose a role. Mental scars deep,
Yeah, the nights got rough.
whippings turn to bruises, yeah, the love got tough. But I seen a bigger vision in the pain I felt. Turn trauma into fuel, yeah, I played the cards dealt.
I made it out the struggle, yeah, I beat the odds. Had pain in my soul, but I leaned on God.
From the bottom of the south to a millionaire's life.
Turn my wounds into wisdom,
Turn my pain into light.
I made it.
Yeah.
I made it.
Raised in the 90s where the blocks stay live. Deep south heat where the hustle survive. Watch mama fold, closed tears hitting the floor. Told myself I'ma give her more than this story. Caught my first loss, had to learn quick. Money come and go, pain cut deep like a brick. But the hunger don't fade, now it grow with the years. From poverty and pain to the chandeliers. Now I'm cutting checks where the checks once bounced. Turn pain into power, yeah, I made it count. I ain't ashamed of the struggle, it gave me my fight. Now I shine so bright in this entrepreneur life.
For every kid sleeping with doubt in their chest. For every mama praying that the lights stay on. For every soul carrying trauma like bricks. This one's for you. you can make it out too.
South Carolina made me. God raised me. I made it out. I made it out. Yeah, yeah. Through the fire, through the rain, I made it out.
All right, so I see some people in the chat. What's up? What's up? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody that's here with me. Shout out to Georgia. Shout out to Ohio. All right, and I hate to be morbid, but like I said, man, 60 million people didn't make it this year. So I want you to make some noise for yourself, because you could have been easily one of those 60 million people, but God saw fit to allow you to make it out. All right, now you got another year, and as unfortunate as it is, but I want to really kick real talk in this live stream tonight, that there's no guarantee that you're going to make it out of the next 365. All right, not saying it's to scare you or anything like that. My whole point of saying that is simple. I want us to be super intentional in 2026 and beyond. I want you to be super intentional in 2026 and beyond. All right? So that being said, I want to tell you guys some of the things that I've learned, and tell you guys moving forward what are some of the things that we're executing on, and then give you guys a free, yes, free resource to help you reach your financial goals in 2026 in the end. If that's all right, put that's all right in the chat. If that's all right, put that's all right in the chat for me. Keep spamming it. Keep spamming it. Okay. So I'm going to drop names, these real people, and I'm going to tell you guys what's something that I learned from them this year. I'm not going to do everybody, but I'm going to do quite a few bit of people in case you want to look these people up and you want to follow them on their social media, do whatever it is that you do. All right, first person that I'm going to name, his name is Mr. Marcus Barney. He goes by him 500. Now, let me say this before we even get into any feelings, any emotions, or anything like that. All right. Now, I'm not saying that you got to hate or love anybody that's on the list. These are people that I met in real life, and these are real lessons that allowed me to better my businesses. So I'm not saying that you got to be in love with everybody on this list. I'm just naming real names so you guys just know if you want to follow them on social media, you can. All right. Now, one of his mentors is Magic Johnson, and it didn't come cheap. All right. So what he invested in Magic Johnson is what most people, or really more than what most people make in a year, is what he invested in having Earl Magic Johnson as one of his mentors. And he shared with me a business framework that Magic Johnson shared with him that has allowed Magic Johnson to go from being an incredible basketball player to now an incredible business owner. All right. So the first thing that he taught him was never start a business. You can write this down, right? So first thing that he taught him was never start a business. He said starting a business is super risky. It's a high probability of failure. You never ever start a business. All right. Here's a better way to get into entrepreneurship and make a lot of money. So first, you get a high income skill. Doesn't matter which one. So it's not like this one is better than that one. Some people are really great working with their hands. Their high income skill becomes skill trades. Somebody else is very athletic. Their high income skill is being a professional athlete. Somebody is very good with their words. They become a podcaster or a content creator. Somebody else is good with fashion, with food, with helping people through relationships, with helping people with fitness. Somebody else is good with tech and IT. All of these lanes work. But I'm not here to give you analysis paralysis. So to keep it a buck with you, here's how we're going to narrow it down. So think about what comes easy to you that also serves other people, and it's also difficult, or you see it being more difficult when other people try it. All right? That's the lane right there. So you start off with a high income skill, and these are in order. That high income skill, if you continue to learn as much as you can about it, continue to get better and better at it day by day, eventually that skill is going to provide you a platform. That platform can be in the form of a high position at a good paying job. That platform can look like followers on social media. That platform can look like you being associated with some professional team or entity or group that now gives you access that you didn't have previously. But you leverage your skill. So instead of getting analysis paralysis in 2026 and beyond, we're going to focus on one, how many, chat? One high income skill. You're going to learn as much as you can about that skill. You're going to incrementally get better week by week because you're going to keep learning and you're going to keep doing. You're not going to learn, and never do like most people. So you're going to learn something, you're going to do that step. I tell people that I am probably the slowest tutorial watcher in the history of all time. Let's say that there's 5 steps to bake a cake, right? And people that know how to bake might tell me, JT, we can tell you don't know how to bake a cake because it ain't 5 steps. But let's say it was 5 steps to bake a cake. I'm going to watch step 1, then I'm going to pause the tutorial. I'm going to go do step 1, and then I'm going to come back. Then I'm going to watch step 2, and then do step 2. By the time I finish watching that tutorial, it could have been a 20-minute how to bake a cake video. It might have took me 20 hours. But I'm going to have me a cake. Guaranteed. Right? Guaranteed. So what I want you all to do is stop setting unrealistic expectations, calling them a New Year's resolution, and how many, I'm not going to ask you to put this in the chat, but let's be real. How many of you all have had a New Year's resolution for 2 or more consecutive years? You've been planning on losing that weight since COVID. You've been planning on making 6 figures since you graduated high school. You told yourself you was going to be a millionaire last time this year, right? 2024 was supposed to be the last year that you ain't made 6 and 7 figures. All right, again, you don't got to put it in the chat. I'm not here to try to embarrass anybody, but what I want you all to get as we bring into the new year together is tactical strategies on how you can actually execute your goal. One high income skill. Eventually, by you not just learning but applying that high income skill is going to provide you a platform. Once you're on that platform, you have one job and one job only, right? You're going to show everybody that you have access to via that platform what you've been doing behind the scenes, what you've learned, what you've been doing, what you mastered. Sometimes when people talk about mastery, people get intimidated by it. Man, how am I master something, right? All you have to do to master something from a little country boy from the Carolinas perspective is consistently commit to learn more about it and do a little bit more with it every single day. And week by week, you'll get unnoticeably better in the beginning. And then one day you'll look up and you'll be like, wow. Right? I went from knowing nothing at all about e-commerce to watching YouTube videos. YouTube videos showed me how to set up my reselling business on eBay and Mercari. It showed me how to build my first website, right? I sucked at sales for probably a good year. All right, a good year. I thought sales was begging people to give me money, and I sucked at sales for probably a solid year before I finally realized that I didn't really suck at sales. I was just doing it wrong because nobody sucks at sales. There's just people that do it right, and there's people that do it wrong. And if you do it wrong, very little or nothing happens. And if you do it right, it'll seem like you're just some magician and can magically say words that get people to give you money. It's not the case, but that's what it appears from the outside looking in. So on that platform, you're now displaying that skill that you've been mastering. It's nothing new to you. Guess what that's going to do? It's going to give us step 3. You network. And through your network, you partner with people that are already established, have already figured it out, have already passed that window of it's a high probability your business will fail in this amount of time. You start working with people that are already past that window, and now your likelihood of success is exponentially greater. Does that make sense? All right? Exponentially greater. All right? So, that being said, I want you all to know that that was a light bulb moment for me. Magic Johnson was probably a millionaire before I was born. All right. So to hear somebody that was a millionaire before I was born is arguably a billionaire now. And here's his strategy. I don't start businesses. He mentioned having partnerships with AMC theaters back in the day, right? They had what they used to call Showtime theaters. He had a partnership with Starbucks. Now he's a part of what we refer to as investment groups that buy major teams across different genres of sports. It's a different breed, right? Bro is a different breed. Anytime we can slip up and learn from somebody that is ahead of us in the financial game, we don't argue with them. We don't say, well, what about this? What about that? I can't do it because of this. I can't do it for that. So you might not be a great basketball player like Magic Johnson was. But there is some high income skill that if you commit to it, you can master it. And if you master it, it'll provide you a platform. Once you're on that platform, you have access to a new group of people, and you can network with those people and find people that will make you money. Can I be fully transparent with you all? I make the majority of my money as a millionaire through what I call strategic partnerships, right? I love social media. Social media is a free way for me to share information and help thousands of people worldwide. Google pays me a check every single month for this, though, right? Meta pays me a check as well. Meta, for anybody that doesn't know, Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. I almost forgot. But Meta is Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, and then Google owns YouTube. So Google and Meta pay me every single month. Now, of course, we might also sell stuff here and there, like just to whoever can benefit from it or whoever wants the value that we have across our brands. So we, in 2025, managed over 24 brands, right? Now in 2026, we're going to start downsizing the brands that we manage, because I think that it's more profitable for us to focus on not managing 25 brands. What if we manage 5 brands and just exponentially grew them 4, 6, 8 times bigger, instead of having 25 medium-sized businesses? You have 5 huge brands in their niche, and you make a lot of money doing that. But the point of the matter is that anybody can follow that. All right. Now, this is going to be a little bit different because this is a celebration. So I'm not just going to be here giving you guys gems. So we're going to go in and out of the party, but you guys know it ain't a JT party if we don't give you some gems. So AI music is something that I found out about. I dabbled with it at first. It started paying me 10 times more than what Google/YouTube was paying me. And I ain't gonna lie, I went AI music crazy. So the song that you guys heard at the beginning of this stream, I Made It, is pretty much the story of my life, right? The very first album that I dropped, and this is on Spotify, but the album is available everywhere. It's called Tears from a Black Father. And this album tells the story of a man, from a man's perspective, going through a relationship with a woman that he loves, right? It's not a true story, but it is a story that I think is very entertaining and can be super valuable to people. So if you just read the track list, you kind of get the entire story. So after the prelude of I Made It, right, establishes the fact that this is a successful guy, it goes to, he starts out as a provider and protector, but he begins to feel unappreciated. So he begins to try harder, but now there's new temptation. This situation reminds him of his dad, and now he understands. And so now he has to decide. So I'm going to walk you guys through this story that I created musically with AI. You guys know, if you want to know how to make money with AI music, in our private community, I show you guys everything from the legality of it, how to own your copyrights, how to research it, how to make it, how to get it sounding the way you want it to sound, and all of that other good stuff. All right? So that being said, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play you guys track 2, but it's really the beginning of the story, and you guys going to let me know what you think. All right? And if you got questions, drop your questions while I'm playing the tracks. Let's do it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for a father,
It's the sad,
silent soldier. God sees ya.
God sees,
Yeah, yes you be.
God sees.
He,
Him sweat,
when the world get heavy,
him sweat,
hands get work,
he work,
and when the load ain't steady,
Lord ain't steady.
they don't see the pain,
They don't see the pain,
but he make that plan.
but he make the plan.
God hold him up, cause he still stands. Yeah. He the first to ride, last one to sleep. Clock in, clock out, so very deep. Smile on his face, but the storm don't rest. Got pain in his chest, he won't confess. Kids laughing, house warm, bills paid. But his peace, yeah, it's the price it paid. Got dreams on hold, he don't chase his plans. Cause being a father means stretching your hand.
He still standing,
When the world get heavy,
he still standing,
hands keep working.
he working,
When the load ain't steady,
Lord ain't steady.
they don't see the pain,
They don't see the pain,
but he make that plan.
but he make the plan.
God hold him up,
Hold him up,
cause he still stands.
still standing.
Yeah. Silent nights, he praying low. Ask the Lord how much more to go. He don't complain, he just hold the line. Trusting God's time and not his own time. It's more than money, it's a vow he keeps. To God his family even when he weak. He ain't looking for trophies or a cheering crowd. Just peace in his heart and God say I'm proud, I'm proud. To the fathers who don't break, who hold it in, who keep showing up even when nobody says thank you. God sees every tear, you don't cry out loud, and you're not alone.
He still stands.
When the world get heavy, hands keep working. When the load ain't steady, they don't see the pain,
They don't see the pain,
but he make that plan.
but he make plan.
God hold up,
Cause he still stands.
get into the next track, I want to address something real quick. And this is, everything is with love. If this is your first time being on a live stream, I'm your favorite country cousin, JT. I got a South Carolina education. Never been the smartest person in the room, but by the grace of God, have been able to create millionaires. We created 6 millionaires in the last 8 years. I myself was broke and homeless back in 2017, sleeping on the side of Interstate 95. By 2019, I made my first $1 million and have been increasingly doing better year after year. When I speak, it's out of passion. I don't know your situation personally, so I'm never attacking you. But if something I say tonight or in any stream resonates with you, I just want you to look into it and see if you are offended based off of it being true. And if that's the case, let's just make a correction. Or was it a personal attack? And I'll tell you that it's never a personal attack because I don't know you personally to attack you, right? So the question was stated, my problem is I don't know what to do. There's so many ways to make money. I don't know which way to do it, right? When you feel like that, I want you to understand this, and I mean this with love. That is not the real problem. The real problem is you don't trust yourself. There are people out here that make over $1 million a year selling cars, yes? There's people out here that makes over $1 million selling houses, yes? There's people that out here that make over $1 million a year in e-commerce, yes? Why is it that those people don't have the same problem as you? Did somebody come to them one day, tell them some magic words, and then magically they said, oh, I'm going to be a car salesman. Oh, I'm going to be a person that sells houses. Oh, I'm going to have an e-commerce business. Oh, I'm going to be a content creator, or I'm going to invent this app or this product. No, they trusted themselves. The reason why you cannot decide what income stream to pursue is because you don't trust yourself enough. So you're looking to trust a guarantee that does not exist. For everybody that made $1 million selling cars, there's somebody that says they hate the car industry. They used to sell cars. It was terrible. It's super hard to make money doing that. Same thing with real estate. For everybody that made a lot of money in real estate, you can find 10 people that say, man, it's hard to find good deals. It's hard to sell houses. For every one person you see that made $1 million in e-commerce, you can find several people that say, I tried it and it didn't work. So you have to understand this. You have to get into a space where you trust yourself enough that you're going to commit to something and understand that this is going to be successful, not because of the guarantee, but because of who I am. For anybody that's been rocking with the channel long term, you know that I started off as an independent courier. And if I do say so myself, I have been the best coach at teaching people, literally wrote the book on it, right? On how to start your own non-CDL medical transportation, independent courier, or just general delivery service, right? Whether you're starting with your car, cargo van, box truck, or whatever. I'm actually going to release a free course on this YouTube channel after the holiday season and my editing team comes back from the holidays. So if you want to see that for absolutely free, you don't got to buy anything at all. Just make sure you subscribe, got on post notifications, and all of your answers regarding that business will be in that video. But the reason why I bring that up is because I had a lot of success as an independent courier. Then I had a lot of success on eBay and Mercari. Then I had a lot of success on social media. Then I had a lot of success in real estate. Then I had a lot of success in the stock market. And now I'm having a lot of success in buying businesses and investing and getting equity in companies. Why is that? Why is it that there's certain people that can go from doing this to doing that, and they can have different businesses and be successful in all of them, and there's somebody somewhere that can't figure out how to get one business successful enough to replace their $40,000 a year job or their $85,000 a year job? It don't make a difference. You have to learn to trust yourself. You're the common denominator for all of your success. So LeBron James can guarantee you he'll teach you everything he know about basketball. That don't mean that you will score no points or win any games if the coach puts you in the game. You still have to have the identity to say, you know what, I am enough. I am enough, right? So if you know that you're enough, I want you to know that it doesn't matter what business you're in. You could wash cars and build a nationwide car washing business, right? Or develop the products and sell the products nationwide. It's not a business that you're looking for. And I think that's what people on the surface level miss. Because they're thinking about just, I want money, right? Money is a byproduct. Money comes after you deliver the value. So I want you to understand that you have to start trusting yourself. Whatever level you got yourself to in life right now, it's because of the grace of God and you trusting your own sauce, if you will, your own willpower, your own judgment, whatever you want to call it, right? So it ain't no guarantees, but the good news is you don't need no guarantees. There's certain people that are good at everything because they trust themselves. There's certain people that's good at nothing, right? It'll be the same people that's chasing guarantees. They got a guaranteed paycheck twice a week if they keep that job, but they already said, you know what, this ain't enough. So why are you in an environment where there are guarantees? You say that what you're getting guaranteed isn't enough, but you're still looking for more of what is already proven to be insufficient for the life that you want. Just something to think about. Let me run through some other names that I learned from. Nehemiah Davis. He taught me that experiences are worth way more than saving money in your business. Right? Got love for everybody on this list. This brother invites me to every single event he does. I think every mansion party, every meetup, and I may be wrong. Maybe it just feels that way. But I don't even live in Atlanta. I live in North Carolina. I feel like I get invited to more parties, more conferences, more networking events, more expos in Atlanta than people that live in Atlanta, right? So he taught me the power of experiences being worth more than a savings account, all right? William Thompson taught me that by its very definition, entrepreneurially speaking, every problem must have a solution. Y'all gotta catch this one. This one will change your life if you ready for it. Mr. William Thompson taught me every problem, entrepreneurially speaking, by definition, must have a solution, or else it is not a problem. It is a fact of life, right? I'm an African-American male. I was born an African-American male. I will die an African-American male. Being an African-American male is not a problem. It's a fact of life. Now, if as an African-American male, I cannot figure out how to be successful in business, that is not a fact of life. That is a problem, and by definition, it's not a problem, right? And by definition, every problem must have a solution. So what I want you to do is next time you are in a difficult situation, ask yourself, is it a problem or is it a fact of life? Now, facts of life, we just got to learn how to adapt and live with it, all right? So I've adapted and lived with it. I never had a problem with it, but I adapted and lived with who I am, right? Of course, there's all these self-improvement things. You can get in better shape and you can make more money and you can do this and do that, right, in your personal life. But overall, right, you are who you are. So while this is such a game changer, is that I realized anything that bothered me has already been solved. There's nothing new under the sun. So if I have a problem in my business, instead of me complaining to you or complaining to anybody about life ain't fair or I tried this or now the YouTube doing me like this, right? Y'all know recently we've been going back and forth with YouTube. I said, bump it, we're going to start our own private community, right? And it's been doing great. We got free tiers now. We got paid tiers now. We're teaching people how to make money with AI. We're slowly but surely adding all of our old videos we had to take down and put them there, right? I talked to other content creators that was having a similar problem, and they said, man, life ain't fair, man. Man, life ain't fair. Like, they messed up. I've been on this platform for this long, and now they gonna do me like that? Every problem, write this down, remember this. Every problem, entrepreneurially speaking, by definition, must have a solution, or else it's a fact of life. There's nothing new under the sun. So what I do now is if I have a problem, I go find somebody that already had the problem and solved it. I didn't figure out what to do when the algorithm or whatever you want to call it started changing. I went and researched and found people that have already had this problem, saw what they did that worked, and I was like, okay, we'll just do that. And it worked. Ta-da! All right? And certain things you have to pay for, don't get me wrong, but there's certain things that you can get for free. It really just depends on what level you're at and what level you're trying to go to. Now, generally speaking, the more you want, the more it'll cost. If you want a little bit, you might find it for free or very inexpensive. If you want a lot, you'll probably have to pay a little or very expensive for it, depending on, how much you want out of the situation. All right? But William Thompson changed my life. I thank God for crossing paths with that brother. Hope to make that brother a whole lot of money in 2026 if it's the Lord's will. Ty taught me that partnerships with the few are better than having many sales. Ty is a young goat at entrepreneurship. To my knowledge, Ty had one customer all of 2025. Guess how much money he made off of one customer for 2025? Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. How much money do you think you can make off of one client, one customer, if all you did in 2026 was get one client, get one customer? How much money you think he made off of that one? Right? Ty is made, matter of fact, I got to do some math. All right? Boom, boom, boom. I know what he did per month. Boom, boom, boom. Times 12. Ty did $2.7 million off of one client. He did $225,000 a month off of a single client. Now, I'm not here to tell you you're going to get over $2.5 million with one client in 2026. Don't get it twisted. Here's the principle that I want you to catch. It's not as hard as you have to make it. Some people think if I'm going to make $1 million in a year, I need 1 million clients. I need 500,000 clients. He found one client that had a very big problem. He solved that problem in exchange for equity in the business. They had a marketing problem. He came in and said, I'll help you solve your marketing problem in exchange for this percent equity. Now, you can guesstimate how much, right, the client did. The client had an 8-figure year, right? Prior to that, and I'm not going to name the clients and all of those details because, got a lot of love for the young brother, and he told me this in confidence. But prior to working with him, that client never made more than around $60,000 in a single month. Their best month ever was $60,000. So they didn't do that every month, right? They averaged around 20 grand a month, which 20 grand a month is not anything to sneeze at. That's $250,000 or just under $250,000 a year, right? Even at their best prior to Ty, $60,000 was their best month ever. But let's say they could maintain that for an entire year. That's still $720,000. Imagine a year after you made, they didn't make this much, but just imagine the year after you made $720,000, you paid somebody more than 3 times what you made the year prior because they helped your business that much. The point of the matter is this, right? Oftentimes we think in terms of quantity, not quality. What if there was a business that was already doing 6 figures a year and you said, hey, look, what if I could take you from 6 figures to 8 figures? And if I'm wrong, I'm getting paid in equity. What, right? If you don't make any more money, I get 0%, right? Because that's all it is. All right. Or even if I get 100% of the upside, if I make you $0 additional dollars, I get 100% of the $0 additional dollars that I made you. Right. And all of the costs are sunk costs, which is just you investing back into your business. All right. So he taught me, again, Ty taught me that you don't need a lot of clients. Most people would never guess that one client is all you need to make $1 million. Now, I will say this. I'm not saying that your goal should be to get 1 client a year. I'm just letting you guys know the reality that there's people out here that work with 1 business a year. They make that business a lot of money. And then what he does to offset his liability, because I'm sure some of you savvy entrepreneurs out there will be like, well, what if something happens and that 1 client goes bankrupt or whatever? So he does personally invest in real estate and other endeavors as well, separate and apart from his business. But his business has 1 client and his business kills it every single year. All right. Chris taught me, do it even while you scared. All right. Man, love Chris. Chris is my brother for life. Man, hope Chris makes 9 figures or $1 billion or whatever his goal is. I don't know what it is. So that's why I'm just trying to say numbers that are bigger than what it is, than bigger than what he might want. All right. So I remember us having different conversations. And I was like, man, how'd you do this? How'd you do that? And he'll be like, man, I was scared to do it, but I did it anyway. Right? And the lesson there that I learned and that I applied to my life ever since was there's nothing wrong with being afraid to make a decision. There's a problem where you let that fear stop you from doing what you know you should be doing. How many people were like, I want this thing, but I'm scared to pay this much money for it. I want this thing, but I don't want to commit to that. Right? One of my childhood friends, his name is Mike. Mike was going through a little something, as we all do from time to time. Brought him up. He was staying at actually this property, right? This is my media house for anybody that doesn't know. So he was at my media house. I was at my main house. My Airbnb crosstown was printing and still doing my thing in other businesses, right? And I said, hey, bro, what I want you to do is call your son. Your son is in high school. Your son's dream car is a Mustang. I think it's called a Cobra or something like that. Somebody that knows Mustangs, correct me. I'm probably off. But I think it's called a Mustang Cobra, right? His son ain't going to be able to drive for at least another 3-4 years probably, right? I was like, okay, show me the car he want. He like this year, this color, this kind of Mustang. That's his dream car he want. I said, hey, look, man, I'm going to show you how to make more than enough money to change your life for forever, right, via e-commerce. And I'm going to show you how to make more than enough money to comfortably buy that car from your son, cash, right? But here's what I want you to do. I want you to be all in on this because I don't want to waste my time. Now, this could take the form of a lot of different come to the light moments, right? So sometimes that's now a 5-figure price tag or a 4-figure price tag for you to invest if you really want to get this outcome. Sometimes it might require you to do some uncomfortable things. And in his case, it required him to do something very uncomfortable. I said, hey, look, this is all I need you to do. This is what it's going to cost you for me to show you how to change your life for the rest of your life. Call your son right now on speakerphone. Ask him, hey, how you doing? Have a little small talk with him. Confirm with him the kind of car that he likes. And I want you to guarantee to him, if he graduates with a 4.0 GPA, you will have this car for him at his graduation. That's all I want you to do. Call your son, right? Him and his, ex are no longer together. Call your son and check on your son. Nothing weird about that. Guarantee your son you're going to have this for him, right? You don't got to pay me for no mentorship. You don't got to do this. You don't got to do that, right? The covenant, the bond, the commitment you made to your only son, right? That's the only thing that ties you to executing what I'm about to show you or not, right? Normally, companies pay me $60,000, $15,000. We got packages that go up higher than that, right? But because, like I said, it's my childhood friend, I said, yo, I don't even do this for nobody, right? But I've known you for over 20 years. This is what I'm going to do. Call your son on speakerphone. Check on your son. Commit to your son. Now, if your son does his part, right, graduate high school with a 4.0 GPA, right, I'm going to show you a way where you're going to easily have that car. You'll have that car years before he even graduates, right? He'll be more worried about keeping up his end of the bargain than you are about affording that car. Do you know that, and with love, right? My friend would not make that call. He was like, I don't want to lie to him. I was like, it's only a lie if you don't do it. He was like, bro, I don't know, man. Like, he going to be looking for it. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. All right. My question to you, chat, is if you would have made that call, drop the phone emoji in the chat. Because that's the kind of level of commitment that you're going to need. Now, not everybody is going to have it that easy. That all you got to do is give your word, right? Make a commitment to somebody you love more than anybody else that you're going to do this for them as long as they do this for you, right? For other people, it might be, look, you got to give some time, give some energy, give some money. Whatever that commitment looks like, if you are that committed to your goals in 2026, I need to see the phone emoji. Drop the phone emoji in the chat. All right? And while you guys are doing that, let's go on to the next track.
Yeah. I shouldn't have to say it. No, no, no. You should know. I shouldn't have to say it. You should feel it when I move. Every sacrifice I make is love. Love, not just proof. If I gotta spell it out, it could be like a blade. Got me questioning if the love I ever get way. Shouldn't have to. I wait before the sun, make sure this house don't break. Work these hands to the bone, not for me, for your sake. I don't need no parade, no crown on my name. But when silence meet my effort, it feel like pain. I was raised that a man don't talk, he just do. Keep the roof up, keep the bills paid through. But sometimes, girl, I feel unseen. Like all this grind invisible, like a forgotten vision. You should feel it when I move. Every sacrifice I make is love. Love, not just proof. If I gotta spell it out, it could be like a blade. Got me questioning if the love I give ain't way. See, my pride won't let me beg for what I give. It's embarrassing to ask just to live how I live. I put food on the table, love in this space. But I shouldn't have to coach you just to see my place. You say just tell me, but it ain't that simple. It's deeper than words, it's the scars in my mental. It feel weak to play what should be known, like I gotta justify my role in my own home. I love you, but sometimes I feel like everything I do is expected.
Yo, let this sink in. When I told this story, I saw that there was around 60 people sitting in on the story. When I asked for the commitment, when I said who would have made that call and told a son, right now in the chat, I only see 4 people. Right? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 6 people. Out of 60 people, only 10% of the people, right, that were in the room at the time were willing to make that commitment. All right? You got to reassess your goals if you don't believe enough in it to have somebody or something hold you accountable.
Not appreciated.
That's just real talk.
And I ain't built to keep explaining my worth. I'm built to show it. Shouldn't have to say Monday. I shouldn't have to say it. You should feel it when I move. Every sacrifice I make is love, not just proof. Oh, if I gotta spell it out, it could be like a blade. Got me question if the love I give ever get away. Shouldn't I? Shouldn't have to say it. No, no, no. You should see it. You should feel it.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to check in on you guys again before the new year comes in. I had to do that little intermission, and I'm going to be real. If you're not willing to commit to it, if you're not willing to share with other people your goals because you're embarrassed about what if I don't successfully do it, you're not committed enough to it. I tell people, man, I want to build a 9-figure media company. That's $100 million a year. I've never made $10 million in a year, and I'm transparent and I sincerely mean it. I want to build a $100 million media company. I made 6 figures before, made 7 figures before, never even made $10 million a year yet. And you know what? I don't care if somebody says that's crazy, you never gonna do it, right? Laugh at me if I fail in 2026 or 2029 or whenever year, right? I say, hey, this is gonna be the year, all right? Because I do know this though, every year I got way closer than I did the year before. All right? And I want people to hold me accountable because this is what I want. All right? So let me give you some more names, right? So Mr. Speed taught me that everyone is on a fixed income. It's all about your perspective. All people are on a fixed income is constantly going down. Constantly going down. Because their money doesn't change, but the cost of living goes up. Average working class person, they're on a fixed income, right? They stay wherever they are in life. If they middle class, they stay middle class. If they broke, they stay broke. If they high income, right? Here's the third category. They say, I'm on a fixed income, it's fixing to go up. So if everybody is on a fixed income, I can be like the elderly people, and this is not all elderly people, right? But some of them. I can be like the elderly people that's on a fixed income, and their income is fixed to always go down because the cost of living exceeds the income that they bring in each and every month. And they just accept that as a fact. I'm too old to do anything else. You too old to think. You too old to use your intellectual property, your ideas, and manifest them into tangible things that can make you money. All right. And if they believe that, they believe that. And there might be disabilities and other things as well. I'm not a heartless person, right? So I don't mean this in a condescending or a disrespectful way. But there are certain people whose income is fixed going down. There are certain people whose income is fixed where that even if they make more money, it's just enough to stay where they are in life. And then there's highly successful people that say, my income is fixed too. It's fixing to go up. So you got to decide where you going to fix your income in 2026. All right, where are you going to fix your income in 2026? Right? Mr. Batts taught me trust your setup. Mr. Batts is one of my mentors. He teaches me how to day trade stock options. I am by no means a guru or expert at day trading stock options, but my mentor, Mr. Batts, averages over $1,500 a day trading, has made millions of dollars as a professional trader, and is giving me his blueprint. And one of his sayings that he says so much, it is instilled into my brain, and I started saying it as well. It's true for investing in or trading in the stock market, as well as true in other areas of my life as well. Is trust your setup. If you have a proven system that works, don't doubt it when things are temporarily not going your way, right? So if this is the setup and you know that this setup works, right? It's a high probability setup, right? In trading, you know, they call it high probability trade. So if your marketing campaign is a high probability marketing campaign, then why do you change it when your cost per lead goes up? If you know you got a real business that's great, why do you change it when you burn through all of your organic word of mouth customers and now it's time to turn on ads and you scared to spend money on your business? Guess what? If you're scared to run ads for your business, if you're scared to spend money in your business, why are you upset when the only people you attract to be your customers are scared to invest money in your business? Because in business, as in life, you don't get what you want, you don't get what you deserve, you get what you are. Let me say that again. If you're afraid to spend money in your business, do not be surprised when the only people that transact with you are cheap people, they're broke people, they're people that are afraid to spend money in your business. Because in life and in business, you don't get what you want, you don't get what you deserve, you get what you are. Right? Scared people attract scared people. Pessimistic people attract pessimistic people. Why is it that we can all go to the same church, somebody gets a message that changes their life for the rest of their life, they was on the verge of ending it all, now they revitalized and ready to go conquer the world, and somebody else is like, I don't even remember what he said, right? They were there. They could have sat on the same pew. They could have sat side by side. Somebody had their life changed. Somebody just wasted time, right? So we have to understand that we got to get into a point where we can trust our setups. And we can't expect other people, right, to do things in our business that we wouldn't do. All right? So that being said, that's what I learned from Mr. Batts. Next, Daryl Eves taught me the 85% rule. All right, the 85% rule. So some of you all know this based off where you're watching this at, but this video is being streamed across several platforms simultaneously. So multiple YouTube channels, multiple Facebook accounts, Twitch, Kick, right? We're everywhere streaming at the same time. Some of you all are on YouTube, some of you all are on Instagram, but we're everywhere, right? So the 85% rule says make as much money as you possibly can off of leveraging something, whether that is social media, a 9-to-5 job, Amazon as an Amazon seller, or something like that, right? You don't own it, but you can leverage it to make a lot of money. But 85% of the money you make per year needs to be from something that you own. So yes, make $1 million on that job. Make $1 million on that social media. Make $1 million as an Amazon seller. But let that represent only 15% of your total take-home money that year. And you'll never have another money problem again. Right? Daryl Eves taught me the 85% rule. Right? Now let me tell you some things that by the grace of God, I was able to teach myself through trial, error, through humility, through investing in myself. And this is the formula that I'm going to be applying to get success in all areas of my life. All right? But before we do that, next track.
I'm just trying to be a better man, yeah. Better than the one before me, yeah. Lord help me, I don't wanna leave, but I don't feel home. Trying to fix what's broken, holding on alone. I know why my daddy left, I finally understand, but I'm fighting these demons to be a better man, yeah. Better man, better man, better man, better man. We don't talk like we used to. Love feel like a job. Two strangers under one roof, trying to beat the odds. The house full, but my heart got empty room. Arguing in the morning, silence in the afternoon. I see her pain, I feel mine too. We stuck in a cycle we both didn't choose. Daddy packed up, said, son, you'll see one day. And now that I'm here, I see his pain my way.
I don't wanna leave,
Oh,
but I don't feel home.
oh no.
Tryna fix what's broken, holding on alone.
I know why my daddy left.
I finally understand, but I'm fighting
These demons to be a better man. I'm trying to Lord, better man. I remember watching him walk out that door. Walk out that door. Promised myself I wouldn't be that no more. But now the weight heavy and the nights get long. Praying for strength just to keep holding on. I ain't perfect, I'm just learning as I go. Trying to build love where the pain still grows. God, if you hear me, guide my hand. Cause I'm trying to raise my boys to be better men.
I get it now, Pops. You ain't wrong for feeling broken, but I promised myself the chain breaks with me.
I don't wanna leave. I don't wanna leave. Feel home. Yeah. Tryna fix what's broken, holding on alone. I know why my daddy left. I finally understand, but I'm fighting these demons to be a better man. Better man. Yeah.
Break the chain.
Better man. Better man. Better man. Lord, walk with me.
All right, so here's what I learned in 2025 that I'm taking with me into 2026. All right, so first things first, and this is in the order you need to follow it. First thing you need to have is alignment, also referred to as order. All right, so you need to have an overall goal that you're trying to accomplish, and that goal needs to be in alignment with everything that you do in your life this entire year. That's the first thing. All right. Next thing, you need to have clarity. So what you guys are vibing out to with me is my AI music. So I can say, okay, you want to make an AI music album that'll make you passive and semi-passive income like Mine Do Me? Well, go step one to ChatGPT and ask it to write you a song about something. It doesn't matter what it is, just ask it to write a song. All right, then copy and paste those lyrics and put those lyrics inside Suno AI. Suno AI will give you a song. And then take that song, download it, upload it to DistroKid or CD Baby. It's going to distribute it out, put it on all of these streaming platforms. And then after that, go just sit back. Money's going to come in. Anybody that's in my program can tell you that doesn't work. Right? So yes, you could have ChatGPT write your music, but now you run into the legalities of the copyright. How are you going to claim the copyright on music you didn't write? Right? So yes, you can go to Suno AI, but what if every song sounds like a different person? Track 1 sound like a man, track 2 sound like a woman, track 3 sound like a country singer, track 4 sound like a rock band, track 5 sound like a gospel choir, right? Now, unless that's your design, but typically it isn't. So, yes, you got a goal of you want to make passive to semi-passive income, but you lack clarity. Oh, man, I'm going to do this, do that, do this, do that. So, yes, have an overall goal, but then you need to have clarity as to what is step 1 and why. You do not have clarity if you don't know why you're doing that step and how that step leads you to where you're trying to go. Whether you're working on a milestone or you're working on your overall goal. So after you get clarity, next you need consistency. Consistency, entrepreneurially speaking, is doing the same thing every day, even when it looks like nothing is happening, without losing any enthusiasm. Last but not least, you need character. If you lack any one of these things, you will not reach high financial goals in 2026. So I don't know how high your goals are. If you just want to make enough money to be where you are 12 months from now, that's very much possible. But if you're somebody out there that has high financial goals, you have to do all of these. You have to align everything in your life with what your goal is. You got to get crystal clear on what the steps are and why. You have to consistently do what you need to do every single day, even when it doesn't look like anything is happening, without any loss of enthusiasm. And then you got to be the right person to do it. That's your character, right? I'm going to next break down 5 income streams, and I'll name them in order that have made me the most money in 2025 in case you guys want to tackle them in the 2026 and beyond.
I'm trying to do right, but this heart got me caught in a storm. Lord help me. She made me.
I want you guys to notice right here where my mouse is at the bottom left. Look at what day this music came out and how long has this asset been working for me. Well, just think about that.
See when I've been feeling gone. Show me love, I ain't felt at home in so long. I'm standing at a line, right or wrong, trying to hold on, but the pull too strong. Yeah, right or wrong, I've been giving my all, wearing pain like a crown. Ain't no applause when I lift this house up off the ground. She roll her eyes when I walk through the door. This new woman smile like she been waiting for more. She asked me how my day was. What does it mean? Tell me I'm a king. I ain't used to seeing it. Now I'm laughing at texts that I shouldn't be reading. Heart beating different when we speak like we scheme. She make me feel seen when I've been feeling gone. She make me feel seen. Show me love, I ain't felt at home in so long. I'm standing at a line, right or wrong, trying to hold on, but the pull too strong. Help me choose right. I see my kids' faces in the mirror at night.
and the guilt hit hard like a punch with no fight. I swore I'd never walk my daddy's road, but I feel that same wind trying to lighten my load. She don't act, she don't fight, she just listen. Make me feel like the man I've been missing. I ain't crossed that line, but my soul in a war, standing at temptation's door.
I'm tired, Laura. Tired of feeling invisible in my own home, but I made a promise, and I need your strength to keep it.
Right or wrong,
Underneath feel shit,
make me feel seen when I've been feeling gone. Show me love, I ain't felt at home in so long.
I'm standing at a line,
Right or wrong,
trying to hold on,
but the pull too strong.
oh Lord, have chance.
Lord, help me hold on.
Quick announcement that I want to make for the ladies. This album is called Tears from a Black Father. Came out September the 30th, 2025. At midnight, January the 1st, 2026, Tears from a Black Mother drops. So it's going to be Tears from a Black Mother dropping in about 9 minutes. So we got to get through this so that way you can be all caught up on the story. Understand this. I hope you guys enjoy the music. Let me know if you are in the chat. But remember, every track tells a story. So if you listen to the entire album, you know his story. At midnight, her story drops. I'm going to let you guys go stream it if you want to stream it. And you get to hear her side of the story. Gotta be fair, right? So I can't just give just the guy's side of the story. Tears from a Black Mother. Dropping at midnight. Gonna bring in the new year with you
This
guys.
one's for the fathers and the children. Forgiveness heals.
It wasn't right, but it's all good.
You did what you could.
Yeah, I understood.
God had a plan, even through the pain.
Through the pain,
I forgave you long ago.
in Jesus' name.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I used to wonder why you never came around. Watched other kids with their dads in town. I had questions that I tucked away inside. Hurt in my heart, but I learned how to survive. Mama held it down, yeah, she stood like a rock. But there were nights I just stared at the clock, waiting on a call that never came through. Learning how to live without hearing from you.
It wasn't right, but it's all good.
Did what you could, yeah.
I understood.
God had a plan, even through the pain.
See the pain,
I forgave you long ago,
in Jesus' name.
yeah.
All forgiven now.
Now I see life got chapters we don't choose. Some win early, some learn through the blues. I ain't holding weight that can't be mine. I laid it down at the throne divine. Your absence made me stronger, gave me fight. Taught me faith in the dark when there wasn't light. So pops, if you hear this, don't you cry. I'm good now, God turned it to a why.
I forgive you for the birthdays you missed, the moments you weren't there. It hurt, but it shaped me. And And I know God had a plan all along, expect.
It wasn't right, but it's all good.
You did what you could.
Yeah, I understood.
Oh, God had a plan, even through the pain.
Even through the pain.
I forgave you long ago in Jesus' name. I forgive you.
God had a plan.
God had a plan.
God had a plan. I forgive you. I release you.
I'm free. I'm free.
So I'm gonna let this album finish playing so we can listen to it together before the next album drops. And then I'm gonna end this live stream telling you guys, you know, the 5 income streams that have made me the most money in 2025.
Tell her I'll bury it. I can't lie to myself no more. Lord, I done crossed the line I can't ignore.
Do I tell her or bury it deep? Carry the weight while she lay in her sleep. One out of weakness, now my soul can't rest. Get on my chest like a bulletproof vest. Tell her or bury it. Tell her or bury it. I ain't planning, but temptation hit quick. One wrong move, now I'm trapped in this pit. In the moment it was sweet, now it tastes like pain. Every time I see her face, I feel the shame. She smiled like I ain't broke the vow we made. Kid laughing, house warm, but inside I fade. Praying at night, Lord, cover my sin. But I know secrets rob everything within. Carry the weight while she lay in her sleep. One night of weakness, now my soul can't rest. Get on my chest like a bulletproof vest. Lord, what do I do? Oh, bury it. If I tell her, I risk everything we built. Her trust, her love, this home on stilts. But if I hide it, I die slow inside. Looking in her eyes with a guilty pride. I hear 2 voices. One say confess, the other say protect her, don't bring no mess. But I know the truth don't stay buried for long. And lies turn weak men to ghosts in their own home. Lord, I made a choice I can't take back. And now I'm stuck between the hurt I caused and the hurt that's still waiting. If I tell it, do I break a heart once or break my soul forever? Tell her or bury it deep. Carry the weight while she lay in her sleep. One night of weakness, now my soul can't rest. Guilt on my chest like a bulletproof vest. Tell her or bury it. Tell her or bury it.
Going into the new year. Less than a
Tell
minute.
her bury it.
Going into the new year.
Tell her bury it. Tell her.
All right, real quick, in order from least to greatest: stock market, AI music, real estate, media, strategic partnerships. 60 million people didn't make it into 2026. And we're less than a minute away from you saying that you made it to see 2026 by the grace of God. A lot of things might not have went your way, but it's 2026.
I came from nothing.
You made it. You made it.
Down in the dirt where the sun hit high.
Everybody need to stream this song.
Yeah.
I made it.
But God had a plan.
Tears from a Black Father, the album.
Plan they couldn't stop.
I made it out the struggle. Yeah, I beat the odds. Pain in my soul, but I leaned on God.
From the bottom of the south to a millionaire's life.
Turn my wounds into wisdom.
Turn my pain into light. I made it. 5 kids deep in a 2-room spot. South Carolina sun burning on the block. Pops died young, only 11 years old. Had to grow up fast, world bitter and cold. Mama working 2 shifts, barely clearing 11. Paycheck stretching like a prayer to heaven. School clothes hand me down, holes in the soul. But the fire in my chest gave my purpose a role. Mental scars deep,
Yeah, the nights got rough.
whippings turn to bruises, yeah, the love got tough. But I seen a bigger vision in the pain I felt. Turn trauma into fuel, yeah, I played the cards dealt.
I made it out the struggle. Yeah, I beat the odds. Had pain in my soul, but I leaned on God.
From the bottom of the south to a millionaire's life.
Turn my wounds into wisdom.
Turn my pain into light.
I made it.
Yeah.
I made it.
Raised in the 90s where the block stay live. Deep south heat where the hustle survive. Watch mama fold clothes, tears hitting the floor. Told myself I'ma give her more than this though. Caught my first loss, had to learn quick. Money come and go, pain cut deep like a brick. But the hunger don't fade, now it grow with the years. From poverty and pain to the chandeliers. Now I'm cutting checks where the checks once bounced. Turn pain into power, yeah, I made it count. I ain't ashamed of the struggle, it gave me my fight. Now I shine so bright in this entrepreneur life.
For every kid sleeping with doubt in their chest. For every mama praying that the lights stay on. For every soul carrying trauma like bricks. This one's for you. You can make it out too.
South Carolina made me. God raised me. I made it out. I made it out. Yeah, yeah. Through the fire, through the rain, I made it out.
Welcome to 2026, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to 2026. All right, so by the grace of God, you were able to have another year go by. 60 million plus people didn't make it, but you were one of the few that God so graciously allowed to make it. What I want you to do is not take it lightly. I want you to reach your financial goals. I want you to serve as many people as you possibly can through using your gift. It could be a gift that you currently have. It could be a gift that you committed to mastering in this new year. All right, now, as promised, Tears from a Black Mother has dropped. All right, 2026. You guys see that date? January the 1st, 2026. So if you guys enjoyed this music, you guys heard the male perspective, you guys could go stream the female perspective, or if we should listen to it together, all right, let me know. We might do it in a future live stream. I want to thank everybody that's watching this on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, wherever you are in the world streaming this. I thank you. And I want to give you guys a gift. So we talked about reaching your goals in 2026. So I want to wrap it up with this. What keeps some people from having dreams and some people from reaching all of their goals? So I'll tell you this. A dream turns into a reality when you give it a plan. Because what a plan does is it turns your dream into a goal. So I want to extend this opportunity out there to anybody that's interested in it. So if you want to take advantage of reaching new financial heights in 2026 and beyond, there's two options available for you down in the description below. One of which I've never made. So for absolutely free, cost you nothing because you guys stayed up to midnight. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here with me, and I don't take that lightly. In my private Telegram community, the first link underneath this video will give you access to that private Telegram channel for absolutely free. You're going to pre-join a Telegram channel for $0 for life, and every day, right, me and my developer are working on getting this done ASAP. That's why I say you're pre-joining it early, and once you join, you just stay on and you'll get it as soon as we roll it out. All right, and I'm going to keep you guys posted in there as well. So what we're building out is every day you're going to get detailed daily AI income strategies. It's going to tell you exactly what to do to make money with AI. No, I do not expect you to create 365 different income streams in 2026 and beyond. But I understand that while some people might want to do AI music, somebody else want to do AI software, somebody else want to do an AI e-commerce site, somebody else want to do an AI podcast, somebody else just want to AI whatever they can AI to make $1, right? So what we're going to do is not just say, go use AI and make a song and hope you make money with it, but every day for absolutely free, we're going to send you a detailed strategy that you can take and execute on your own and go start making money off of AI. That is the first link that is underneath this video right now for anybody that wants to take advantage of joining our absolutely free daily detailed AI income breakdown. It's over on Telegram. So yes, if you got Telegram, just join that channel for absolutely free. If not, download the Telegram app for free and just join that channel. And as soon as we're finished, you're going to start getting those daily alerts. It's going to be free for forever. You don't have to pay anything for that. All right. For those people out there that say, I want to work with you, but JT, right now, I don't got thousands of dollars to invest. Man, Christmas hit me hard, or I just got a lot of stuff been going on. Life been life, right? And you don't just want the detailed, here's exactly what to do, now go do it for absolutely free, right? Make all the money in the world type approach. You actually want to be a part of a community. You want to ask questions, get answers, interact with other like-minded individuals, right? The second link underneath this video will get you an entire year access to our private community where I break down in detail different aspects of strategies to make money using AI. You'll also have access to a group. You can talk to myself. Hundreds of other people are in that group already as well, right? As well as message me directly if you want to talk to me directly. My team is also in there as well. Literally not right now because it's the holiday, but after the holiday passes, me and my team are active in there as well. All right. $210 gets you access to a millionaire mentor for 12 months. There's no pitch there. If you don't understand the value of that, don't get it. But if you understand the value of that, click the second link. For those of you all that joined the 1-year community program, whenever we're finished, because me and my developer are building out a system to crank out these detailed ideas, all right, you're going to get that for absolutely free. So you can go ahead and pre-join it for absolutely free yourself, right? Or you could just wait, and then once everything is done and we're sending it out, you're going to get that included with the private community. All right, so if you want to know how to make AI music and all of the other stuff we're doing this year, click the second link. You could pay monthly, but it actually costs more money if you go month to month, $210 a year. Do you believe enough in your financial goals to invest $210 right now to have access for 12 months to somebody that will coach you and show you the back end of their business and show you different strategies to make money? You only need one home run. One business can change your life for the rest of your life, right? So, hey, if that's for you, that's for you. I love you. God love you. Again, thank you for spending time with me, bringing in the new year with me. I wouldn't rather be with any other group of people in the world right now. Y'all my family. I'm your favorite country cousin, JT, and I'll see you guys real soon in the next upload.